welcome back to the shout out with Danny and Dad. I'm so excited. We finally got him on. Ted Osborne, you're on the podcast. How you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Yeah, thanks for having me.
So glad you're on the show. Obviously, we met at the On Air Acoustic live event in London at the Piano Lounge. I heard your voice. I had to get you on the pod. We finally got a date locked in. So excited to have you on, man.
Thank you. No, yeah, it's I've been watching sort of episodes of
Ah.
leading up to this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to do this. I am.
Yeah. We're so excited to have you on. You've got a new track coming. The new track will be out as of the time this podcast is out. I haven't heard it
Yes.
yet, and I can't wait
Yes.
to learn all about it.
Yeah.
First, before we get into that, Dan's going to hit you with quick fire questions.
Yeah, I've got six questions for you. First thing that comes to mind, what was the last song you listened to?
Space. Can't remember what it's called. It's a beach house track off of
Okay.
Jerry.
Yeah,
So, right, it's good. It's a nice answer.
the honest answer. What is your dream venue to play in?
Electric Ballroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great one. The first ever gig me and Dan went to together to watch
Oh
it
yeah,
was
Yeah.
at the Electric Ballroom.
the venue. Yeah.
Great
First
venue.
date, wasn't it, Dan?
It was our first date. Yeah. If you could create a festival, what three artists or bands would headline?
Uh, Nick Cave would.
Mhm.
Um, Headache band called Duo. Well, technically Duo called
Mhm.
Headache, and Tom Waits.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of bands I don't know, though. I need to do some homework, clearly.
Yeah. What is your dream artist or band to support on tour?
Nick Cave.
Okay.
I don't think sonically it would work, but it
Do it.
You will
Doesn't
make
matter.
it work. You can make it work.
What is one artist or band you think deserves to be bigger?
a guy called Wes Parker. He's he's
Yeah.
uh he's not tiny unknown, but he's not big, and he's fantastic. He put out a record last month. It's fantastic.
Oh,
Shout out to him.
love that. Big shout out.
Most important question to us is Aldi or Lidl?
Aldi.
Two in a row. I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming. Get in.
How I didn't. That was a real curveball for me. I was so expecting a little. Out of nowhere, it's two Audis in a row.
That's curveball for me.
Love it. Love to hear it. Well, great quick fires. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to check out those bands that you mentioned that I didn't know. But before I do that, Wishbone is out now as
Yes,
of the time
that
this
is.
episode is coming out. I haven't listened to it yet. What can I expect? What can the fans expect when they listen to your new track?
A lot of change ups. It goes from it was funny when we were recording it, we had to create a click track that didn't just stay the time
Oh.
signature, sorry, the BPM changed
Mhm.
sort of between verses and choruses. It speeds up, slows down, not much, but
Wow.
enough to sort of make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then drums come in, drums come out. It's bare, then it's not, and it's big. There's a lot of change ups, but
That's
sort of-
exciting.
yeah.
What's it like recording to at multiple different BPMs in one session? Did it you had to get your head around it?
It took a long time for us to.
Yeah.
It took probably a couple hours for us to properly create it and create one that works.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
it was more based on my live performance. Because when I play it
of
live,
course,
I
of course.
get so into it, and I sort of speed up for the choruses when it's big, and then slow down a bit, unintentionally almost. But we realised that that was sort of what made the song.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We couldn't just
awesome.
at one BPM. We needed to sort of
I love that.
what it's like live. But yeah,
Yeah, because obviously I've seen you play live before, and yeah, there's so much expression with just you and the guitar, and it flows, and you get louder and quieter. So to be able to put that onto a record like in the proper way, to take that care, I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for it.
hey, yeah.
You must be excited to have it out for it's your first release in about 6 months or something.
Yes, last one was February.
Yeah, last one
yeah.
February.
Yeah, four or so months. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited. This one's been one that I've. This one's been one I've been particularly excited to release.
Right.
More so than others in the past. I think I don't quite know why. It's just
I was going to say, why is that? Is it something different, like in the studio, just a feeling about it? Is it?
I think it was so when we were um when we were producing it and recording it, it was so how on earth are we going to convert this to a studio track? Because
Mhm.
Yeah.
it was so rooted in the live performance of
Mm.
of and that's kind of what made the song. And
Yeah.
we were really struggling to kind of visualize how it was going to work in a studio. Um, I think we did it. That's up to you to decide. That's
Yeah.
up to
Right.
his to decide. But I think we did. Yeah,
Right.
I'm well, as you said, by the time this is out, it's out. But I'm excited to release this. Yeah.
So you have been gigging this one a lot for when did you write the song?
It would have been I think late November or December, early December, because I played it
Okay.
live for the first time in Borough in London,
Oh, nice.
December 27th, I think it was.
Oh, I remember the date.
That's really good to remember the exact date you
Yeah.
first kicked it.
But yeah, been gigging it since then, and it jumped the queue of a lot of ones that I was planning to record next.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of seemed to stick with people. They said, "Oh, what was that one? You should record that one more than
Yeah.
any of the others." So I
Oh.
did. But
That's
yeah,
great. So you said this one has, if I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, you said this one has jumped the queue
yeah.
for other ones that you wanted to record. Are there more singles in the works ready to come out for the rest of the year?
Oh yes, I've already started recording another one.
Oh, awesome.
Which I'm not quite decided yet whether I'm gonna stick to
Mm.
a couple of singles or they're doing an EP. We haven't
Yeah.
decided that quite yet.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm already back in recording.
Oh,
I'm planning to
that's good.
release more
Get
regularly
them
now.
out. People
Yeah.
want them.
For those listening, because it's very rare that Dan knows the guests before I do, right? So normally I'll be booking guests and I send Dan and he's like, you've got to listen to this. And it's like normally this time it was Dan sends me yourself and I was like, oh, I need to listen to it because he'd obviously seen you live.
Mm.
Can you describe to the audience, both on the record but also live, like what your sound is? Because like Dan said before, it is so unique and so like different to what I've heard before. So it'd be good to like give the audience like an understanding of what a Ted Osborne track normally sounds like.
I think it's quite funny. I get told a lot after I perform. That, as in, you don't sound like you talk. Uh,
Yeah.
Right.
You don't.
I
You
get that
really
a
don't.
lot. My live performance is, I think, for me, the main part of my music, and I'm very driven
Mm.
by when I'm writing a song. It's not necessarily how's this going to come across recorded. It's more how's this going to come across live because that's what I like.
That's interesting.
That's what I kind of focus on more. I think
Mhm.
it's the live aspect because when I'm performing live, I mean, it's for me, it's the best thing in the world performing. I love it.
Yeah.
I just get so lost in it and so into it when I perform live that's I think the most important part for me is how it comes across live. I put a lot of force into singing, not as in screaming and shouting, but just a lot of emotion behind it and a lot of
Mhm.
myself behind it.
Totally.
So yeah, I think if you don't like a track recorded, watch it live, then judge. Then you might not
Yeah.
like
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's so true. I think when I saw you play, I can't remember which song it was, but you were giving it so much energy. You broke a string and you just played through it and played the rest of the
that was
song.
Wishbone. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Wow,
Wishbone.
you've heard
Yeah.
it
Oh,
already.
that's,
I
I
remember.
thought it might be. I didn't want to say it was and get it wrong, but when you played Wishbone, you broke a string, you played through it anyway, and the whole room was just silent watching you, and it just comes across so well. But I do think the records, like this discography you have on Spotify so far, I think you do manage to translate that. And I think maybe part of it is, it would be so tempting, especially like when you are a good songwriter, you have ideas to put loads of stuff on the tracks, but you don't put anything that isn't needed on the tracks.
I try not to. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Do
I
you,
don't.
do you ever have conversations? I don't know who you record with or how, if it's more collaborative with other people, but are you ever like, oh, I really want to put this on, but I don't know, or like how does it work adding things when it's just you and a guitar when you play it live?
Yeah, so I record a place called Spiritual Records in Camden.
Mm.
I've got a
Oh,
studio
cool.
there with an in-house producer
Yeah.
that I've done the last couple of tracks with now.
Mhm.
It's it is very collaborative. The songwriting aspect of it is I like to keep to
Yeah,
myself.
that's you.
But when I then bring it to the studio, it is very collaborative because,
Mm.
I perform by myself. So for the most part, I come with the acoustic guitar part and the vocals, and I go, hey, let's turn this into a studio track.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's stuff that I've gone, oh, it'd be really cool to add this, and you put it in, and it's like that's really not needed.
Yeah.
So there's some sort of trial and error there.
Totally.
Uh, yeah, it's very collaborative process. I think
That's
turning
good.
it from live to
Mm.
studio. Yeah,
You wouldn't think it because it is, like I said, it's so. I don't want to say minimalist because it's just there's just nothing there that isn't needed, which I think is such a good lesson for people listening as well. Like, don't put in if it's not needed, and listen to Ted
Yeah.
Osborne's tracks. If you think it's needed, listen to Ted Osborne's tracks and be like, no, it's just so perfect the way you just have just the guitar and your vocals and little bits and bobs here and there, and I love it. So one thing I did want to ask you a little question because I always find this. You play, obviously, you practice. How do you write the songs? Do you come up with a vocal melody and then you put guitar to it, or you just sat there with the guitar and how does it come about?
I think most of the time it's kind of a bit of both between
Hmm.
having sort of a lyric in my head. Sometimes I'll be out somewhere with a friend or whatever, and somebody will say in my head, and I'll just go, "Yep, sorry, hold on,
Right.
got something down,"
I love it.
or run off for
Yeah.
5 minutes. And sometimes songs come from that, and I sort of, I might not have the rhythm of it or anything. Then I'll go home and mess around on my guitar and
Mm.
find something that fits. Sometimes it's the other way around. I try not to. What I try to do is not play uh, incredibly. I don't like repeating what I've written before, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The same chords, the
Mm.
same whatever. So a lot of the time, the way I write on guitar, the guitar parts is very. It's not based on anything, as in it's not based on what chord progressions should sound like or particular theory or anything. It is sometimes purely I'll tune my guitar weirdly, something that works, plonk my hands down somewhere, and just see what happens.
Right.
That's how I like writing guitar parts. But yeah, it's a mix of both. I think guitar
Yeah.
parts come first sometimes, and the lyrics come first sometimes, but never
It's
melody.
always just guitar and vocals.
Yeah, but for me,
And then you
weirdly,
take it.
the melody never comes first ever.
Okay.
That
Oh, okay.
that always comes at the end
Oh, that's interesting. So
because
you're kind of like writing the words in your head before they come out.
yeah,
Ah.
I find the lyrical side of it much easier. Not easier because I don't struggle
Mm.
necessarily to come up with melodies to my songs, but
Mm.
it never comes first, the melodies. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. So did you have something down?
No, sorry, I was just saying that was
Oh,
interesting. Very different to how like I've not written
yeah.
much music myself in the past, but the way we do it is always kind of either riff melody back kind of bass first with charting
Yeah,
on. It's interesting to hear the other side of it.
Mm.
it is. It is. Have you been writing songs for obviously the Ted Osborne kind of career, but have you been writing songs before that when you were younger? Or is
Not particularly. I didn't sing until 2024, I don't think. I've been playing music sort of
Mm.
seven-ish, and I've been in bands before, just playing guitar. Never had any interest in singing or anything.
You really didn't sing before 2024?
No, I didn't. No.
I was
Wow.
gobsmacked. He told me when I saw it, I was gobsmacked. Couldn't
Jesus.
believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I had no in, I'd never even tried. I had no interest in singing at all. I just loved playing guitar. So I'd written music in terms of guitar riffs for bands and stuff,
Mm.
and corporations for that, but never written lyrics, never written proper full songs myself or anything. It was only when that band finished and went to an open mic and plucked up the courage to sing. It went horribly because
Did
I'd
you
never
know you had a good voice though? Like if you're like sitting in the car listening to the radio or whatever, did you know you had a good voice before 2024?
no, I'd never no.
Wow, I find that fascinating. Like, you never like caught yourself. If
Maybe
you're start again,
maybe I
like
can sing like that. Shall I give it a
no, I wouldn't go that far, but I find that fascinating. Like you never
Try.
even just kind of like noticed yourself sing along to a tune, being like, hang on a minute, I've got a
No, because what I really struggle with, I think, is I sing my own songs and what I write, and it suits my voice how I write songs. I am so bad at doing covers. There are some covers that I can do that I can sort of sing with my voice.
Hmm.
Like I work in a pub, right? When we
Hmm.
go and sing happy birthday to a customer, it's
Yeah.
like I thought you were a singer. I can't sing a lot
Oh,
of things that I don't write, if that makes
So
sense.
interesting.
yeah. It,
Um, yeah,
it does kind of make sense in a way when you think about how unique your singing voice actually is. Like you don't, it's such a new sounding voice. There's not really anything where you could be like, oh, yeah, that's obviously you could obviously sing like this artist. I can't think of anyone who you sound like. I think it's such a unique thing you've got going on.
yeah,
Makes sense that you didn't really discover it initially because if you sing like Alex Turner, you sing like Alex. Yeah,
yeah,
but this is a new thing.
mm,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
So where did it come from though? The voice itself, like obviously you decided you want to start singing, but to sing like how he's singing, if the guy's listening, please, please listen to his music or buy a ticket and see him live because I cannot describe it, but the emotion and the talent and that raw energy that you have when you sing is indescribable. But to think I'm going to start singing and singing like that is blows my mind. So where did it
Yeah, I
come
don't know.
from?
I started when I first did the open mics, and it went okay. Couldn't really sing very well because I'd never sung before, whatever. I didn't quite for the first few months, maybe I didn't quite sing like I do now. So still kind of finding my voice, but I could not tell you where it came from.
That's
I don't
fine. That's
know.
great. It was just
Crazy.
meant to be. Just
Yeah.
sat in your room with an acoustic guitar, figuring it out.
Mm,
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the best way to do it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Dude, you're awesome. Shout out your gig dates you've got coming up for the people because
Yes. So by the time it's out, I'll have, well, when this comes out, tomorrow I'll be playing. The
awesome.
21st of July, Tuesday, I'll be playing at Mascara Bar in Stoke Newington, in
Hmm.
London.
Cool.
Um,
Awesome.
then that weekend I've got a festival in Sheffield, and the next day I'm playing Twickenham at High Tide Festival.
Wow.
But
Wow.
then the next day on after that is August 1st at Spiritual Bar in Camden.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then the only other one I have on my mind at the moment is at the Glad pub in Borough, and
Oh,
that
cool.
is can't remember the date.
It's a date in August.
It's a date in August. You just have to follow his Instagram to get all of the dates
Yes,
that
I'll
he's
use
got.
that
And
cop out excuse.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
follow me. That's why I'm not telling you. Not because I
Yeah,
can't.
yes,
yeah.
you have to follow him on Instagram to get all of the dates and find out what he's up to. He's a busy, busy boy. That's awesome. You've got a well busy summer coming up.
Yeah, you got a good few gigs coming up. Yeah, I'm looking
That's
forward.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. And I'm not just because I just have to ask because I'm just thinking about it. But like, would you ever? Obviously, all of these gigs, I'm assuming, is just you. Would
Yes.
you? Would you ever, or have you ever thought about like getting a drummer, bass player, maybe
Are you trying to
padding it out a
audition
bit for the
us?
live? Do you need a guitarist and a drummer?
Yeah, it's something that I've only started thinking about, maybe in the last 4 or 5 months, but not seriously yet. As in, it's something that's been on my mind. It's something I definitely would like to do in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe in the near future. I'm not
yeah,
quite sure yet. But I think it would be an interesting process of,
definitely.
because when I do the studio songs now, last couple have been got a drummer in or played some of the parts myself. And there's kind of a band behind it.
Hmm.
I don't have my own band, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's something that I think I would like to do definitely at some point, but I'm not sure when that point is. But
yeah,
it will
Well,
happen, I think, and to kind of build a bigger sound live.
yeah. Just to clarify, I've seen you live. I don't think you need it at all, but it's just something that you would naturally think about with how your career is progressing as well. It's just something to think about, isn't
Yeah.
I can't think of any good guitarists I know, so if I find one, I'll let you know. But I'm happy with the
it?
drums. I think I've got Charlie's
Wow.
number. If you need Charlie, I'll let him know.
Wow. Yeah, well, whatever.
Only kidding.
I'm probably not good enough to play with Ted anyway. Oh, dude, you're awesome. Dude, you're awesome. There's a couple more questions for you, if that's cool before you go, yeah?
Yeah, we have a shout out playlist. So every artist or band that has come on has put one of their tracks into this playlist so people can discover you. It's a song that you think best represents you or one that you just want people to find you on. I'll do you a favor. When the new track comes out, I'm going to put it in anyway. So you get to
Great,
choose
thank you.
another track from your
Sure.
back catalogue to put in.
White Flamingos.
White Flamingos,
It
yeah.
was my most recent one besides Wishbone that I've released.
Let's get it in.
Yeah, I think I've kind of that's the last couple of releases. Green Cars, White Flamingos has sort of marked a little shift to how I am now and how I write songs now. Not so different to the old stuff, but slightly different. But yeah,
Better and better. It's such a good time, you know. Genuinely think it. And I can't wait for Wishbone. Final question for you. Could you please shout out a band or artist to come on our show?
oh, okay. Local is that
We'd
local?
love local.
It can be anywhere with an internet connection.
Yeah, fair. That's a good point. This is on Zoom.
Local's cool too, because we obviously love local.
Oh, that's the Metropolitan. They're a band I know. They're based in sort of between Manchester and London.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the Metropolitan.
Metropolitan. I think I have heard of them. I'm not sure.
Yes, they've played in London before, and local as well.
Oh yeah.
Like sort of St Albans, Watford area.
Yeah.
But they're also based in Manchester. But
awesome.
Yeah, they've got a really great energy behind it, and they are better at. I'm no good at talking about what my songs are about. It doesn't sit well with me. They're much better at that.
Right. Okay.
They've got some fantastic lyrics. Yeah,
Awesome.
The Metropolitan. Yeah,
I'll definitely check them out. Ted, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for
coming on the show. We're so excited. I'm so excited to hear Wishbone, but it is out right now, so make sure you stream it along with all of his other songs. Dude, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having me. Cheers.
Pleasure. And thank you for watching this episode of The Shout Out with Danny and Dan and Ted Osborne. He's amazing, so make sure you follow him. And we've got loads of things coming up, 2 episodes a week, so make sure you hit the bell and subscribe. Peace.
Au revoir.